And you start, there's a difference between having discussion, criticizing the Prophet from your point of view because you don't believe he's a prophet, and insulting.
Now, what's
you went on insulting this a backward man from the cave, right? This and that. Bro, you from Britain.
If the evidence suggests that, Shamsi...
He's a backward man because of the cave.
Yeah, if the evidence suggests that, then it's a fair comment.
Was Jesus from London City?
It's a fair comment.
Was Jesus from London City?
Why do I say he was a backward man?
Bro, your God was a backward man.
He owned slaves. He owned slaves, he traded in slaves.
Wait.
He allowed women to be raped.
Wait.
He had sex with a child.
Okay.
Are any of these statements false?
No, wait.
Which one of those statements
You've spoken now, yeah?
Shamsi?
Firstly, if the European followed Prophet Muhammad's advice, you would have gone enslaved black people. Why I'm saying that, let me finish. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, anyone that goes around and enslave people, enslave what? Free people, then Allah will be his opponents on their resurrection. So Islamically, you're not allowed to kidnap people and say that are slaves. That's why Ibn Hajar al-Haythami, who existed, let's say, nearly 700 years ago, he said, Ibn Hajar al-Haythami, quoting another scholar, he said there is no slavery anymore in our time. How long ago? 700 years ago. Servitude, I call it servitude, yeah? Because when you say slavery, people have an image about slavery, yeah? I call it servitude. He said, why? He said, because what's happening now is 700 years ago. 700 years ago. He said, what's happening now? People that have been taken as servants, either been kidnapped or the Muslims fighting each other. And none of them is permissible to own because it's haram. So now, let me finish. The European, what they did, they came to black people in Africa and they enslaved them. You have to allow me to finish before.
What you do, you talk.
No, I have to finish that. I'm not going to walk off.
And that's what it's probably going to
I'm not going to walk off.
Okay.
The tactic of Bob, he doesn't let you finish. That's the tactic of Bob. Why? Because he knows
I know what
that. Look, you see, he's not going to let me finish.
You've made a point.
No, allow me to finish. Bob, if you
are making a second point.
Bob, no. If you don't allow me to finish.
Okay, so you're making 2 points.
I'm not making second. Look. Bob, I spoke.
The second point. You're going on to.
Bob, take care of yourself because it's a joke. You know why? Because you don't let me to finish.
Shamsi,
Bob, you have to let me to finish.
What you're going to do. You're going to.
I'm not making second point.
You're going to walk away.
Bob, if you.
Do it now.
Bob.
Go on.
So I've been here 15 years, yeah.
Wait, now he's making a different point. Shamsi, let me reply to the point that you made.
No, brother, let the people see the love of Jesus. The love of Jesus manifested through his manners.
No,
I mean, finish.
Got his high boys around.
Are you scared, Bob?
Shamsi's been running for me for 4 years.
Oh, Bob, I exposed you many times to be a liar, to believe God's inside your eye. Come on. No, I haven't finished.
Okay, we'll let him go on and then we'll see if he actually listens.
I haven't finished. No, it's not 2 points so far. It's the same point.
Going on to second point.
Are you his commentator?
Yes, I am. Hurry up.
Okay. He's a teacher of Christianity. The Christians, they will not keep quiet when a person is speaking. They will keep disturbing. And by the way, this person is known to be always drinking alcohol before you come to Speaker's Corner. So imagine an alcoholic person recording for you. Anyway, so let me do my first point, yeah? So my first point, which you interrupted me very rudely.
You finished that?
Now, this man, you know, people say Arab from this guy, you know. This guy who believed God was inside private party, tell me I run away from him. Allow me to finish my point anyway. If you don't interrupt, I will finish if you don't interrupt. Are you ready?
Okay. Shall we do it timed?
No, are you ready?
Okay, I'm going to be quiet. Let's see if he allows me to reply.
Let's put you in test, yeah?
Yeah.
So what I was going to say about the slavery, the Europeans, when they came to enslave black people, they don't use the Quran. They use what? The Bible, okay? So what I was going to mention, he tried to say Prophet is backward because of slavery and so on. I'm going to show him that if Prophet Muhammad was backward because of slavery, your God must be worse than, because Prophet Muhammad was a man. For the sake of argument, I don't accept it, for the sake of argument, no. This is a nonsense. Prophet is the best man for mankind, yeah? Your God who said what? If your slave doesn't listen to you, you put a hole in his ear. That's his God. So are you going to call him backward?
Okay, can I reply now?
Yeah, are you going to call your God backward?
Now let's see if Shamsi doesn't interrupt.
Okay, let's see, Bob.
So the reason why I criticise Muhammad for being backward is because of a number of different things, of which slavery is one example. But let me list the reasons why. But it's important to frame this conversation properly. Because
Can you come this side?
Oh, it's interrupting.
I said, can you
Look
come
at
this
that.
side?
No.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I want to go this
We're
side,
fine,
brother.
we're fine. Why, Shamsi, why are you interrupting?
Okay.
Why are you interrupting?
So now if I said to him, you can...
Oh no, look at that, he's interrupting.
All right,
It's amazing how
let
he
him
loses
finish.
the high ground. And
I'm just going to say,
Are you still
any
interrupting?
human being with a
no,
sound
he's
reason...
interrupting
Still
again.
interrupting.
Okay, finish.
Shamsi,
All right,
there we
finish.
go. There we go.
I know the psychological war. I know that. No,
All right,
akhi.
you've
Be
got
calm.
hype men, they'll
Be calm.
interrupt for you, they
Let the
always
man
do.
speak who believe goes is a
Oh,
private
still
part.
interrupting.
I'm speaking to him. I'm not
Are you
speaking to you.
done?
I'm not interrupting you. I'm speaking to him.
He goes on about
Are you going to
manners.
control my mouth?
And look about his
Hold a minute. So I'm not allowed to speak to no one else.
And this, ladies and
Bro.
gentlemen, is exactly why I wasn't
You're
embarrassed to
speaking to him
interrupt
the same way he was
Shamsi,
speaking to me.
because
Yes,
Shamsi
that's
is
it.
now
Hypocrisy.
demonstrating
The Western world,
the
he's
exact kind of
a real
manners
example
that he should
of
decide.
white Christian
What are you doing?
supremacists who
Did
know
I
for
not- Did I
hypocrisy.
not say Shamsi
That's
would
it.
do this?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you said I'm going to run, but I haven't run.
Protest.
Protest, you
that
know.
I should listen
I believe
to
it's
him.
haram protesting,
And
by the
now
way.
he's not listening to the counterpoint.
Nothing.
So Shamsi has given up the high ground on interruptions. So now that we've done that, if he interrupts me again, I will feel at liberty to interrupt Shamsi as I please.
That's fair, Bob.
So let us frame the argument correctly. The reason why Muhammad is subject to criticism is because of the lofty position that he holds within the Islamic community. Every Muslim to a T will say that Muhammad is the best example.
Indeed.
He is the best man.
Indeed.
There you go, interrupting once more.
I'm not interrupting, I'm saying
there you
indeed.
go, interrupting.
I can't
so
speak.
Now I'm going to be at liberty to interrupt Shamsi
Yes,
and watch him
I'm not interrupting, I'm
complain
saying indeed.
when I do.
Salam alaikum, akhi. Alhamdulillah,
So
brother.
the matter is,
Good. No, don't say salam to me because I'm interrupting now.
that
I'm not allowed to say
Muhammad
salam.
is the best example.
Alayhi salatu
Then you're
wassalam.
saying that Muhammad is the best example when he traded in slaves. That he is the best example when he owned slaves. That he is the best example when he married a 6-year-old child, as if a child could ever consent, and then had sex with a 9-year-old child, as if a 9-year-old child could be ready to have sex. If you're saying that Muhammad is the best example when he allowed his followers to rape their female captives, even though they were married still. You're saying that he is the best example when he robbed pagan caravans, that he waged war, that he said that he will not stop until all the Jews and Christians are excluded from the Arabian Peninsula. And he's smiling. There must have been at the background.
Yeah,
No,
straightforward.
he's
Smile.
smiling.
Be proud.
Yeah,
Be proud.
Be proud.
Be proud.
Be
Allahu
proud.
Akbar. Be
There you go.
proud.
Notice the interruption.
Yes, be proud.
Be proud.
Be
of
proud.
the ethnic cleansing
Finish. I'm going to expose him
of
today.
Muhammad.
Today, I'm going to
Now,
expose
ladies
him.
and gentlemen.
Let him speak.
Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Something
Notice
liar.
the
I'm going to, no, brother.
Notice the
I'm going to
interruption.
expose him
Notice
like
the
we expose
interruption.
Bush and
watch,
Putin.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just
when
let
I
him speak.
interrupt them, they'll all be complaining about it. But they're not
Like you were complaining as well.
Shamsi's doing it. Now,
4 minutes, خلاص. Take 4 minutes.
Listen,
How long are you going to speak to tomorrow?
Listen. So that's the argument framed correctly. Now, if it is a case
Bob, we took
that
4 minutes.
Muhammad did
Bob,
not do
don't be
these
scared. You took 4 minutes. Are you going to be...
If no, I offered a time. You said.
Ah,
no.
you're gonna speak for long?
No,
Okay.
you offered time.
Okay.
You said.
So when are you going to stop?
So no. Notice the interruption.
Because I'm a man of honor. I finished.
When I finish my
Yeah, but you
point.
mentioned many points.
Do you remember?
No, he
Shamsi,
mentioned many
when you
points.
said that?
No. I mentioned one point, and you haven't dealt with
you
it.
mentioned
About slavery.
You mentioned two
About
points.
slavery.
Notice.
Anyway, don't interrupt. Because he's gonna run. Because I want to refute his claim on the camera. Let him finish. Akhi, no, let him finish. Akhi, don't call him a liar.
Let me finish.
Let him finish. Let him
Shamsi
finish.
says to let me finish.
Yeah, let him finish.
So please, hype men, shut up. Right. Furthermore, so if Muhammad has done all these things, and
Alayhi
he is
salatu
the best
wassalam.
example,
Salatu
then
wassalam,
that
say it.
means that it is an example for you to do. And I think that it is fair to call slave traders backwards. It is fair to call paedophiles backwards. It is fair to call people who perform ethnic cleansing backwards. Muslims complain when ethnic cleansing is done to them in Burma, but they're saying Allahu Akbar when Muhammad sought to ethnically cleanse the Arabian Peninsula. And this is the hypocrisy that your moral example leads you into. Now, Let me address his second point.
What is you tell love story? No, doesn't work like that.
No.
You mentioned Bob, doesn't work like that, bro.
No.
You mentioned many points, bro. You mentioned about slavery. No. You mentioned about slavery. You mentioned about Prophet's marriage. You mentioned about Prophet's.
Come
on. Let him finish.
Let me finish.
Because on the camera, they're gonna say who's gonna run.
So he said,
We'll see.
well, you said that God of the Christians is worse. But Muslims consistently fail to
I didn't say worse, you're lying, I didn't say worse.
Muslims
I didn't say
fail
worse, you
to
misquote me.
appreciate
You just misquote me, I don't care, they carry on.
That the covenant is what Christians believe in. Covenant, old and new. And we sit in a new covenant, a new paradigm. So we don't go out onto the street saying Moses, follow Moses. We say follow Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ did not do the things Muhammad did. Jesus Christ is a better example to you than Muhammad. If the shoe fits, Muhammad should wear it. And there are titles that we give to people who trade in slaves, rape, commit genocide, and then have sex with children.
Finished.
Now you can reply.
Oh, you know what?
I'm not going to
finish.
freely.
I'm not gonna finish today. You know what? You're gonna be over. Because you mentioned many points, my brothers and sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, many times I have debates with the Bob.
That's a lie.
Bob believes.
A handful of times.
Bob believes God is inside his eye, firstly.
That's also a lie. I don't believe that.
Okay, I'm gonna carry on speaking. You're gonna check our channel, Shamsi with Bob into you as da'wah.
And I do not say what Shamsi says that.
Thirdly, let me deal every point. Let me deal with every point, yeah? He said we're gonna call every person that involved in slavery backward.
I didn't say
okay?
that.
I'm gonna finish because you misquote me as well. You talk about slavery, yes? Now, there's two types, there's slavery and servitude. What is the difference between the two? In Islam, believe every human being is free. And no one, no one should be servant. You know, two wrong doesn't make one right. Do you agree with that?
Carry on, you're talking.
No, I'm asking you, do you agree with that or not?
I'm answering, carry on talking.
Man of honor, you know, his sketch answer. Because why? If for the sake of argument, if I was doing wrong, that shouldn't be justified to do wrong. Because if someone is raping your wife, you're not gonna go rape his wife, are you?
Like
for the sake of argument.
Had his followers
Prophet never raped
the wives.
You're not gonna let me finish.
The
The Prophet's son though is better than you, more respectful than you. Now let me carry on. Now he mentioned some points. So servitude, as I have mentioned, my brothers and sisters, to break down and expose the hypocrisy of the white supremacist Christian, Bob, you're gonna see that. I'm not gonna. Allow me finish now, okay? Allow me to finish. You are a white supremacist Christian. Okay, I know that very well.
Prove it.
And now I'm gonna elaborate. Let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah, pretend. Yeah, black brother.
Latino brother.
Yeah.
Right behind the camera.
That's what your ancestors did. It's he's not let me finish.
Racist white supremacist.
No, he's speaking.
Who loves his black and Latino
It's
brother.
more racist. It's more racist for you to say I'm racist. That's more racist for you to say I'm racist.
I've not said you're racist.
Anyway,
I know that you're not racist. I'm not throwing
okay,
that
thank you. But I know you're racist. All right. Allow me to finish now. Yeah, let me carry on.
Someone accused
Elaborate.
you publicly.
So
Don't they have to
slavery
provide
and
the proof?
servitude.
Isn't that in your Sharia
I was
law?
not cutting you like that. I was not cutting you like that, Bob. No, wait. Bob, I never cut you like that, you know. Except you're scared. No, it wasn't like that. I was speaking to a brother. No, that is a sign of you scared.
He would complain.
That's a sign of you scared.
There you go.
No. Firstly, I was speaking to a brother. That is not protect. No.
You talking to me the same way you're talking to him, to your cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hypocrisy. Anyway, he mentioned points. I have to clarify those points, yeah? So servitude has been mentioned by the scholars. Prophet Muhammad in the Quran, Adam was created as a free man. Servitude in Islam came after, and it never came by with the Muslims. Exists after. Now, when is allowed servitude? When? Not because you're from a tribe, therefore you're allowed to enslave any tribe, as the all-loving Jesus have mentioned to the Israelites to enslave people. Yes? Secondly, when is allowed in Islam? In a time of war. That's why Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu, the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu said, anyone that goes around and take 3 people as a slave, his prayer will not accept 40 days. If the European followed the teaching of Prophet, they would have gone to enslave the black people in Africa.
Except
The
that
Prophet
for
Muhammad
1400 years,
the Prophet Muhammad
Muslims took
said,
Christians as
that is not,
slaves.
there's no discussion, brother.
And that for
That's what you're
1400
scared.
years,
That's a sign is scared. Because
Muslim
I'm going to refute
Arabs
every point.
enslaved Africans.
I'm going to refute every point.
This is the history.
He's scared.
Shamsi doesn't
Wallah,
want to
that is a
talk
sign.
about.
That is a sign he's scared.
The African
Wallah, as a
slave
sign he's scared.
trade
Okay.
committed by Muslims for 1400 years.
Okay, can I speak now? Because you keep
Dwarfs
interrupting.
the European slave trade.
Do you know why? Wallahi,
Did I
for the
not
Christian,
say
he's
they
scared.
all complain?
No, Bob. I was look, Bob.
You were rude to me. You interrupted me. Now I said I would be at liberty to interrupt you. As
Bob,
and when
I was
want.
no. Bob, I was
So
speaking to a
apologise.
brother.
Apologise.
Okay, I apologize for.
For interrupting me.
But you interrupted as well. Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry.
There you go.
No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking. I said I'm sorry.
He thinks
No, I said.
humiliating someone
I said I'm sorry.
is... no, I don't
I'm
believe
joking.
you.
I'm joking.
I
Well, I
don't,
was joking.
I
with
don't
you.
believe you.
I was joking.
I
I said.
don't believe you, Shamsi.
So can I speak now?
I
Because
don't
it's my
believe you.
time.
No, I'm going to
Okay.
interrupt you at liberty.
That sound scared. You're scared because I'm going to expose you today.
I'm going to interrupt you at liberty. and
Why?
then-
Because you're scared. I'm going to expose you.
Are you denying that there was an Islamic slave trade in Africa?
Can I speak now?
Are you denying it?
No, let me speak. You're not going to tell me like this. I'm not. Because when you're speaking, I ask you a question, you answer my question. Now let me. So when
Don't
in the
look
time...
it up yourselves, people.
He's not going to let me finish. In a time of war, you know,
No,
ikhwa.
it's shocking, isn't
Brother.
it? It's okay
Ikhwa.
when Shamsi
Wallahi,
does it.
alhamdulillah.
You weren't complaining when Shamsi was doing
That
it.
is a sign he's scared. Wallah, is a
Why am I
clear
here,
sign he's
Shamsi?
scared. No, what he's doing, he's not going to walk away, but he's going to stand here, interrupt me every time I'm speaking. Why? He doesn't want his viewers
I'm
to
not
hear
interrupting
my
you.
refutation against him.
Keep talking.
You understand? He
Keep
doesn't want to hear
talking.
that.
I'm
So
just
allow me to
passing
speak.
on commentary.
No, it's not commentary. I was not
These
doing
are
that.
commentary
Bob, I was
footnotes.
not doing that.
Commentary footnote.
Bob, I was not doing that to you.
You were interrupting.
No, Bob, I was not like that.
Carry
I
on
was
with your
speaking.
presentation.
Bob, I was speaking to a
It's
brother.
hilarious to listen how many lies Shamsi can spit out.
You like
in
against
a
me many
single
times.
talk.
Okay, let me speak. All right, now, anyway, so now we will talk about servitude in a time of war. Not like Christian
Slavery.
teaching. The time that's not slavery the European did to the black people. May Allah bless and may Allah forgive and answer those people who died by the hands of the right to racists. May Allah answer paradise.
the jihadis.
And now, listen carefully now. And now, so he mentioned in a time of war. In a time of war, the Muslim leader has 4 options. Not the Asr of Islam, that's why the pillar of Islam is not slavery or servitude. What is the 4 options? In a time of war, the war prisoners, either you take them as prisoners, and we take them as war prisoners, you exchange them with the other prisoners. Prophet did that. That's why Prophet's main concern is not to keep them as a servant, yeah?
Yep.
The second option, you ask for money. You say, okay, you want the people, your people, give me this amount of money, and I let them go free.
Yep.
These 2 so far demolish his lie against Prophet Muhammad. His main concern is slavery or servitude.
Muhammad still
The
traded in slaves.
the third option, Prophet did it. You let all people to go free. To show the mercy, sometimes it's wisdom, to show the mercy of Islam, and from the wisdom, to show the strength and the power of Islam, so you keep them as a servant. When you keep them as a servant, you treat them the way you treat yourself. You take care of them. And you're not allowed, Prophet Muhammad said you're not allowed to call them slave. When a man, so why are you saying slave? When the Prophet said don't do it.
But
lying against Prophet Muhammad.
Are you lying?
You're lying
Are
against
you lying,
Prophet.
Shamsi?
Now let me
Say to the
finish.
camera,
Allow
did
me to
Muhammad
finish.
trade in
Allow me
slaves?
to finish now.
Did he
Allow
own
me to
slaves?
finish. Allow me to finish now. So now,
Please finish,
the
mate.
out of one, I haven't finished yet. There's many points you mentioned.
Many
Prophet
points.
Prophet marriage of Aisha. Prophet that he tried to genocide. So I have a long time to go.
Okay.
And I'm standing here. Don't interrupt me.
Just answer
No,
this.
don't interrupt
Did
me.
Muhammad trade
Don't
in
interrupt me.
slaves?
Now when you
Did he
keep
own
them,
slaves?
now when you keep them, akhi, please let me know, akhi, just let me deal with him. Barakallahu fikum. May Allah bless you. Let the Christians who are watching to know he's very rude and he's scared for me to answer the questions.
But it's all right when Shamsi does it.
And now,
It's all right when Shamsi
look, another Christian
It is a good
interrupting.
question.
Another Christian
And
interrupting.
it's a question
And
that every African should be asking.
They're scared, wallahi. People
Don't
say I'm
look
scared
at
of
the
this guy, you know.
Islamic slave
That's why I don't
trade
speak to him,
in
because I
Africa.
know it's very rude. So now,
Been lied
if
to by
it's in a
Shamsi.
time of war, now Prophet Muhammad salam,
Yes.
why we take him as, now you think, you know what? To show the power of Islam, for no one try to attack the Muslims, I'm going to keep them as servants. However, when you keep them as servants, you should not cut off you should not, like the God of Jesus said, put a hole in his ear. No. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu a man came to him. He said, "Oh Messenger of Allah, my chief has tried to cut off my private part." Prophet said, "Go after him. Bring him." The man who hated ran away. Because he knows Prophet will punish him for that. Prophet Muhammad said, if you hate your servant, there's nothing except you have to let him go free.
So now
you see, let me finish. Allow me to 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 finish. And now, as I've mentioned, you're not allowed to do that, but in a war, yes, we say that. Yes. However, let me tell you, G in the Bible, because if you believe God all the time is good. So when God said have slaves because they're not Israelites, was that good or evil? Now we got no. I ask you that. Bob, answer my question right now. When God said in the Bible have a slave, was that good commandment or evil commandment?
Okay, so now let me talk.
No, answer my question. No, good commandment, evil commandment. I'm gonna interrupt because it's my time. I'm giving you my time.
No.
Don't answer it then. Don't answer it. No. You mentioned many points.
3 or 4 minutes.
Many points because many points. Yeah, really? It's my time.
3 or 4 minutes.
I see. Thank you very much. The first time alcoholic man is just. Yes. No, 4 minutes.
It's a bit more than 4 minutes.
No,
we'll have to
Give him a rope to hang.
No, wait, ikhwa. Everyone's seen how many points this person mentioned. And now he doesn't want to let me finish. He mentioned about servitude in Islam.
I'm letting you finish.
He doesn't let me, he mentioned,
you'd go on forever.
Because he mentioned many points. It's logical for me to go forever because he mentioned many points.
He's just admitted he intends to just keep talking.
No, because he mentioned many points. Bob, you mentioned our Prophet's marriage to Aisha.
That was part of a thesis.
No, that's not about servitude.
One thesis with examples.
Let me speak. Ikhwa, brother, if you cannot handle it, walk away, Let me speak. Now let me speak, please. Barakallahu fiqh. Because when I see the Christians who was a real person here, who run away and who is scared for people to speak. So what I'm saying simply, my question is an open question. You have to answer it. When God, Christian, when God said to Moses, Abraham, to many prophets and messengers, when he told them have slaves, was that a good commandment or evil commandment? If you say it was a good commandment, therefore having a slave sometimes can be good commandment. If you say that's an evil commandment, therefore your God command with evil things. Secondly,
Old covenant, new covenant.
Regardless, all the wrong.
No, it is relevant.
No, it's not. It
is relevant.
It's
because you say Muhammad is the example for now.
It's not.
Muhammad's the example for now, and his teaching is for now.
Anyway,
that's why it's relevant.
Yes, that's why.
So your argument is debunked.
That's true.
Because the Old Testament is not relevant for now. It's the New Testament that is.
He's hurting him.
We've heard these kind of arguments all the time from Shamsi. So we've dealt with slavery, and you've admitted that Muhammad was a slave trader, and he did own slaves, and he is the example for today.
Let me finish.
Move on to one of the other points. Like, for instance, Muhammad saying to ethnically cleanse the Arabian Peninsula of the Jews and Christians. He says bad manners.
He's scared.
Remember, he interrupted me when I was speaking, and he complained.
I know his viewers, they're white supremacist racists. So what I'm going to do, walk away, take the cameras. You don't let me to finish. Are you going to let me to finish?
Can you prove that I'm a racist? I'm working with a Latino.
You know, let me just finish this.
I told you he'd run away.
No, I will stay. Are you going to
told you he would run away. No, I'm going to interrupt you just like you interrupted me.
Don't walk away.
There you go. I told you he would walk away. I told you he would walk away. Hi, Shamsi.
Would you be happy someone to be the archbishop? No. Would you be happy to choose someone?
Shall we do it time?
No. Before time.
Shall we do it time?
Before time. No.
Shall we do it time?
Yeah, 10 minutes I do. Of course, you spoke for many times.
5 minutes.
No.
5 minutes.
Let me finish. Let me finish before time.
5 minutes.
You mentioned many points against my prophet.
5
You
minutes.
lied against my prophet. You have to let me finish. Sorry.
5 minutes.
You have to let me finish.
You see,
And that's
I'm
why you've been
offering
rude.
him a time debate.
No, before that.
Who's running away?
When I finish, I'll give you 5 minutes.
He's running away.
Bob.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
When I finish my points, we go to 5 minutes.
You can keep talking, but because you interrupted me earlier, I said that I would continue to interrupt you.
Basically, I'm going to interrupt you. If you walk away, you're scared. How does that work? If you keep interrupting
Shamsi,
me,
you said I would run away. I'm still here. You're the one who's trying to walk away.
No, I said you keep interrupting me, so I have to walk away.
But you didn't mind interrupting me.
I never interrupted you. Why are you doing it?
You interrupt.
This
so
is a
now
joke.
it's like
It's
a woman
a
who
joke.
says,
Are
you calling me fat? It's kind of like.
Why are you saying woman?
Kind of like it's a
What's about women? Why are you characterizing women? Characterizing women. Why are you shouting with a woman like that? Anyway, that's why I come. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Anyway, you know what he's doing? إخوة. My brothers, he mentioned many points. I have to deal with them. Sorry, إخوة, you're talking. Sorry. My brothers, he mentioned many points, and I have to deal with them. I have to deal with them before we carry on. I have to deal with them, yeah? Because we cannot just let it go. Alhamdulillah, to be honest, I was focusing on his camera for the people who are watching, but the people who are watching, those who are sincere from his channel, they will see, you know what he's doing? He was interrupting me because he noticed I'm refuting his argument. So he started doing it because he knows if I keep interrupting Shamsi, he's going to walk away. So and afterwards he's going to say, Shamsi is walking away because he's scared. But akhi, how are you going to speak to someone, keep interrupting? He said, I was interrupting. No, I was speaking to a brother who was next to me. I said, Salaam alaikum akhi. And he was speaking to his friend. Ikhwa, watch this, yeah? About servitude. Yes, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had a servant whale. No, he wanted to kidnap them like the Christianity. Ikhwa, walk away, ikhwa. This is crazy. Wallah, come, move. Ikhwa, yeah, wallahi. There's a lot of donkeys out here today. Yeah.
So he uses people.
Yeah, brothers, you have to come because you cannot put the video without me clarifying every point. That's our da'wah. Yes. Our da'wah to clarify every point. No, he's a Christian. But he goes against his Bible. So, brothers and sisters, may Allah bless you all. As I've stated, you can see clearly this man who keeps running against me, says Shamsi is scared of him. I challenged him. What he did, he was interrupting. And when I interrupt him, I was just saying, alayhi salatu salam. That's not interrupting. He's mentioning my prophet. That's not interrupting. He utilized that as an excuse to interrupt me all the times. So about servitude. You see my question when I ask him? When God said to the Israelites, enslave people because they're not Israelites, was that a good commandment or a bad commandment? He didn't want to answer. Exactly. He's going to say no, it's a new covenant. Regardless if there's a new covenant or not. If God allow once upon a time for slavery to happen, therefore slavery cannot be evil all the times according to your belief. Exactly. Otherwise you are accusing God to be backward for allowing slavery to occur. And what was the reason of slavery in the Bible? Not because of war, because they're not even Israelites. So that's one thing, yeah? That's why we have difference between servitude. Prophet Muhammad is the best example. In a war, Prophet sometimes let the prisoners go free. So as a Muslim leader, to analyze what is the best interest for the Muslims. To keep them as a servant and take care of them and treat them nice, and there's many routes to let them go free. There's different subjects I spoke about servitude, or you let them go free. So the Muslim leader analyze what is the best. In the Bible, you know, if a slave does something, you get him and you get like a big nail and you put a hole in his ear, drill a hole. Who said that? God of Christianity. So my question to him, he doesn't want to answer. What he does, Bob, he tell you 5 minutes. So when you tell answer my question, he will tell you his life story and he will answer the question. That's why this 5-minute business, I don't really like it. Why? Because if he speaks 5 minutes, he's not going to answer my question and I cannot interrupt him. Because he's going to tell me, no, 5 minutes. But there's many passages in the Bible. He talked about genocide, they lied. Prophet Muhammad said yes, it's true. The Jewish people and the Christians are not allowed to live in the Arab Peninsula because it's a place of revelation. However, they are allowed to come as workers, as travelers, or something like that. There is conditions to it. Like Umar ibn Khattab allowed the fire worshipper to come. No doubt about that. For example, the Vatican, there's no mosque in the Vatican. Yeah, Vatican is a city. There's not allowed. The mosque is not allowed. Yeah. So anyway, it doesn't mean because they allow us to do something, we're going to allow them. No. Doesn't mean someone is going to allow me to pray in his house, therefore I'm going to allow him to do fornication in my house. Doesn't work like that, bro. No. We're not going to back down for no one. We're a Muslim and I'm proud of it. You let me to pray, I'm not going to let you to do shirk in my house. No. You understand? If you come, there's conditions. Because we are Muslims, we are honest. Before you come to our country, there is what? Conditions to fulfill. And by the way, to mention, this country is not a Christian country anymore. They don't care about Jesus. Exactly. Literally, you can insult Jesus, nothing can happen to you. It's a secular country. But you can literally do everything. So to say they allow us to open a mosque and you don't allow us to open church, that is a nonsense argument. So stop it, please. Because they don't care about church. You know, if you open something which is, for example, the clinic therapy, helping the gay people to, like say, look, from Islamic perspective, I'm going to help you to come back normal because we believe that gay is a sin, they will shut you down. You're not allowed to do that because that you're going against the aqid of the state. You see, but Christianity is the aqid of the state. Secondly, speaking about genocide, Wallahi, you know Europeans, yeah, the Western world, yeah. I don't know how, there's something good like about them. You have to give it to them, not like it, to give it to them. They don't care to show hypocrisy. They will show you hypocrisy, they don't care. Bush, the second one, he's speaking about Putin's war. He said that is unjust. Biggest terrorist and a murder. He killed thousands of Iraqis. He's millions of Iraqis. He's talking. But let me bring it back to Bob. Bob talked about genocide. In the Bible, God said to Moses, to the Israelites, to genocide the Arabs, the Malachites, to genocide them. Why? For something happened 500 years ago. And you have a gut speaking against Prophet never said genocide them. Rather, Jewish people, they will live in the next Prophet and treat them nice. Rather, we have what? Prophet said, take care of the Christians in Egypt. He didn't say, go kill all of them. Prophet, the Jewish people, when they were getting tortured in Spain, when they were killed in Spain, when they were burned alive in Spain, by who? By those who Bob supports, the Christian Catholic. Where they gone? They came to Algeria, Morocco, Turkey. They went to Iraq, to Egypt. Subhanallah, look, because they know, and the Islamic Empire were going to be saved from the evil hands of the Christians. And now he will speak. So my point here is, now he ran away as well. Jesus, when he's going to come back, do you know what he's going to do? He's going to kill everyone. Anyone slaughter. He's going to come back as the king. So now, is he a good man or not? Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha. Wallahi, ikhwan. Wabillahi wa tallahi. He knew very well I was going to expose him so badly. He knew that, because in the New Testament...
And you done him many times, anyway.
Huh?
You done him many times.
Yeah, many times, but he doesn't learn. Bobby comes here to get beat up for free. Not physically, but intellectually, yeah? Remember, I'm speaking to a man who believed the Almighty God, the powerful God, was inside the private parts of a woman. That's their belief. I'm not trying to mock them, that's not insult. He believes that. How can you speak to someone like that? He should be ashamed of himself. Anyway, my brothers, about Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Aisha. Firstly, define what is a child. According to doctors, what they call it, biologists, what different child from an adult is puberty. Check it online, don't take my word for it. And sometimes that can occur at the 8 years old. Okay? So when you say it's a child, you commit one fallacy argument. Because you are already saying she's a child. She was not a child. Also, she was adult, she was mature. Aisha, may Allah pleased with her. And the best way to refute him, your Christian scholars who wrote a book about Prophet Muhammad, books about Prophet 500 years ago, they never mentioned nothing about Aisha's marriage. Even though they knew Prophet was married to Aisha at the age of 9. Why? Because that was something which is normal. Back in those days, there was no nursery, there's no primary school, secondary school. For girl with a woman, the age of 9, 10, they change. They become a woman. I mean, wallah, forget 500 years ago. Go to Algeria, go to Morocco, go to Somalia. 9 years old, he's a man. You see him in the market because he's poor, he's making money for his family. She's 9 years old, 8 years old, she takes care of the house, she does everything. So what you have to understand, by the way, in Britain and America and Europe, the age of marriage was 9, 8 and 7. But what Europeans have this mentality, I have to repeat it over and over again. If we change, everyone has to change. That's what the European mentality. No, watch this here. If I change, you have to change. If you don't change, what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a war against you to call you backwards. Okay, who should determine what is backward, what is not? Who? Because I don't follow your ways, I'm a backward. I believe you're backward too. They say, no, I don't accept it from you. So you have to, when someone call you backward, a Christian say, well, why I'm backward? Because I don't follow your teaching. So that's one thing. The other thing, no one had any problem with the marriage of Aisha. Aisha was happy with it. Her parents was happy with it. The society was happy with it. Prophet was happy with it. Likewise, even afterwards, many women in Europe, in the Western world, in Algeria, in Morocco, in Africa, in the Arab Peninsula, they were getting married very young. As for the word pedophilia, my brothers and sisters, firstly, let us define what is pedophilia. Let me ask you, what is pedophilia? What is pedophilia? When you have sex with a child or intercourse with a child, yeah? Okay, that amongst the Europeans, that is not accepted, not all the times. In Britain, if you have intercourse, sex with a girl 14, you are a pedophile. Cross the road, France and Italy, you're not a pedophile. Imagine that. Between so-called the most civilized countries in the world, we are the third world, is it? So let us see the first world would have to offer for us. Britain, if you get married at the age of 14, you're a pedophile. Cross the river at France. La Liberté. Mon frère, you know. Cross the road to them. Why is it 14 years old? Go to Italy, 14 years old. America, some stay 13 years old. Japan, look, that shows you what? Amongst these so-called civilized countries, pedophilia is not defined universally. So what is pedophilia? There's no consensus. So what is pedophilia in Britain? France, I don't agree with them. And France is a Christian, like there's a lot of Christians there. Likewise in America, to show you what they made up a term and they want to impose it on us. You say, no, we have to use our criteria and Sunnah. Yes, if a child, let's even define what is a child. You know, nowadays even she's 65 years old, she's still playing PlayStation 2. Of course she's still a child in our time. I mean, you go back home, we don't have this nonsense. According to my knowledge, last time I've been back home, yeah? But my point here is, that's what we deal with it. About genocide, we dealt with it. Prophet never said genocide Jewish and the Christians, he's a liar. Yes, in the Arab Peninsula, but they were allowed to live in Morocco. The Arab Peninsula, because why? Mahbat al-Wahy is a place, there's a Kaaba, there's a Medina, so they allow it for out of necessity. Where is the other point mentioned? About Prophet allowing rape. That is not true, that's a kadib. It's a liar. Again, what is rape? Define rape to me. Bringing a woman, forcing her, beating her up, that's not allowed in Islam. That's not allowed in Islam. Guess what? Guess what? He's a hypocrite. Go on the Old Testament, the all-loving Jesus. The all-loving Jesus, because in the Old Testament, Jesus is God. He was playing the role of God, yeah? Where he said, go and kill every man and every woman that slept with a man. So according, no, don't take it, because I have to finish the points, you know, because he mentioned many points, I have to deal with them. Kill every woman that slept with a man. So according to Jesus, the all-loving Jesus, being married, that is a sin and you should be killed. And what you should do, keep the little gods for yourself. The question, why are you going to keep a little god for yourself? Are you going to play football with her? Are you going to play hide and seek with her? Of course, you know why is it a virgin, is it? Also, because I don't want to, all the points I want to deal with them, to show the hypocrisy. Bob, when he speaks to Muslims, you know, he becomes liberal. He put the Bible under the bus. He doesn't want to speak about the Bible anymore, because he know I will embarrass him. We're not embarrassed what Prophet did. He's the best man walked on the earth. However, there is some things Prophet did, is not sunnah that everyone has to follow. Prophet got married to Khadija, she was 45 years old. He was 25 years old. There is no Muslim scholars in the past or now say it's a sunnah to do that. No. There's certain things Prophet did was based upon his culture, okay? Based upon his situation. Prophet, for example, he did not eat lizard. No one said lizard. No one said sunnah to not eat lizard. No, you understand? Prophet Muhammad got married to a woman, many of his wives, they had children, correct? Except Aisha. According to manage Aisha and Sauda. Okay, the point here is, no one said from the sunnah to get married to a woman, she has children. So we have to differentiate between the two. When we say Prophet is the best man, of course he's the best man. That's why Prophet says, some people can take for some example for, he's 25 years old, he can get married to a woman, she's 14. No problem with that. But there's certain things, it's a sunnah to follow. Certain things Prophet did, for example, having a long hair. Scholars never said you have to have a long hair. It's a sunnah, do you understand that? So rape, there's not. However, in a war, yes, when you take a woman as a prisoner, okay? When you take her, by definition, she's divorced. Then you wait, then you're allowed to have intercourse with her. However, you're not allowed to harm her, you're not allowed to force her. And when you force what? Allah Prophet said, be nice to them, be good to them. However, these situations about servitude in Islam doesn't exist in our time. However, if a war happened, then a Muslim leader has 4 options. Either let them go free, exchange them with the other prisoners, or you kill them as a servant. However, in the Bible, no. If you're not an Israelite, because the God of the Bible is a racist. It's a tribal God. If you're not Israelite, you should be killed. God of the Israelite, that was Jesus, by the way. And wallahi, you know, have you noticed? I was very patient. I was telling everyone, keep quiet. I want to speak because I knew I will expose him. And he knew that. But what he was doing, he was interrupting, because he knows if I keep interrupting, Shamsi is going to walk away and he's not going to expose me in front of my camera. And that's what I want to expose in front of his camera. But alhamdulillah, qaddar sha'a fa'al. But people probably will watch the full video, inshallah ta'ala, exposing this kadab, this liar, who Prophet Muhammad sandu better than him. His sandu. Wallah, the dust that Prophet stepped on is better than this guy. That's how proud. Wallah, the dust better than this person. This person, why I call him white supremacist, Christian, Majority of people that come to him, a lot of them are race idiot followers. And you can check the videos. He's a racist, this guy. And he put it, my black brother. Yeah, we know this business. My black brother, yeah. Like in America, that's what they call them, black brother. And they put them in, what they call it, they treat them badly and so on. And they kill them. Yeah, lie to us. You cannot deceive us. So my point here is, have you noticed? He never did Prophet's teaching. And Ibn Hajj al-Haythami said there was no servitude in Islam. 500 years ago, he mentioned that. Why? Because majority of servants, they've been kidnapped. And Islamically, that is not allowed, it's haram, it's forbidden. You know? Now, person might say, but in our time, we don't have a servant. Yeah, because you drop a bomb and you kill everyone. You kill babies and infants. But Islam, you keep them, take care of them, treat them nice, look after them. Once Prophet Umar ibn Khattab was walking, and there was a man sitting down eating, and another man standing. He said, who is this person? He's standing. He said, he's my servant. He said, be aware, let him sit down and eat with you. Allah Akbar said, let him sit down and eat with you. Prophet Muhammad saw a man is about to hit his servant. He said, Ya Abdullah, remember Allah is greater than you. He said, oh Messenger of Allah, let him go free. Allahu Akbar. The Bible killed them, raped them, because what? They're Israelites. And these guys, they will never speak against the Zionists, what they're doing in Palestine. Because why? They're following the Bible. You see, that's why I said they kiss their toes. The toes. You know, the toes of the Yahud. Why? Because they're scared of them. Oh, that is clear. Is there any point he mentioned in the all of them. Alhamdulillah, but Allah still feels. Tfaddal akhi, you want to mention something?
Yeah. The thing about the virgins, you know, keep all the virgins. It's even worse than that. He actually said, keep a portion for myself, for me. I mean, what's God going to do with the virgins?
Yeah. There's one. You know, there's one, yeah? Firstly, imagine God pretends to be baby. Imagine that. That's why the God of the Bible, the Christians. They believe God was baby, but he knew he was not baby, he was God as well. So he's pretending to be a child inside the woman's private part. But he knew he was God. Yeah. And he wants to speak about Islam. How dare you, man? But wallahi, that was his day today, but he ran away. He knew. You know, he knew. And he said 5 minutes after, said, no, you have to let me finish my point, because he mentioned many points. Let me deal with them, then we'll go 5 minutes. Because he would say 5 minutes, then he cut me off. Yeah, alhamdulillah. If you have any question, and be proud. Prophet did, yes. Because what's happening now with the Muslims, because the Western world changed, so we have to change. Change what? If they change something good, yeah, we change as well. But we have the Quran and the Sunnah. Yeah, they make cars, alhamdulillah. It's good to do that. But we don't have to follow them in everything. You understand? We don't have to have sheep mentality. So many Christians in Speaker's Corner, they're not Christians. Rather, some of them, they are literally like an atheist. They utilize anything against Islam, even those arguments they are utilizing go against their own belief. Subhanallah. Huh?
They live in a glass house.
They live in a glass house, akhi. And wallahi, today, akhi, I want him, you know, he lied, he said, could interrupt him. I said, just twice I interrupt him about something, yeah? Khalas, the guy, he doesn't want to let me finish. And he's shouting, and he's lying against Prophet. But alhamdulillah, where you can see, people accepting Islam day and night. Akhi, Europe left Christianity. Wallahi, France, akhi, churches are empty. Go, you know, alhamdulillah, our brothers in East London, they bought a church and it's a mosque. Our brothers in Birmingham, they bought a church and it's a mosque. What I like about this country, the government here, they don't care about this stuff. Give them money, they will sell anything.
Most of the church now is a school anyway. So
some of them send it to apartment. They knock them down. But in Islam, no, go to the mosque in Islam. Go to the masjid on Friday. Where you hear the imam, brothers, can you give more money because they will expand the masjid. You go to church on Sunday, please, can you do what? You can't do nothing, you won't sleep in. They've been Saturday nightclub, hangover, he doesn't know what you're talking about. Alhamdulillah. Where Islam is spreading? In Europe. They say we force people to accept Islam. But now we're not using no knife, no swords, no spoon, no fork, none of that. But people accepting Islam.
And it's women.
Women, the majority of women, yeah.
I mean, if it's that oppressive to women, how comes they're the majority of the ones that are converted?
And you talk about Jesus. So my point here is, who's better, Jesus as God or Jesus as a man? Because God is better than everyone else. So it seems like Jesus as God, he was a ruthless God, doesn't care, evil God. But when he became man, he became better than when he was God. That's the argument that I tried to utilize. But I was scared I was going to go all these points I mentioned, I would go in details. Because he lied, he mentioned many points, and I know this tactic of bringing many points to confuse you. That's why I'm not giving me time to deal with every point, because we have nothing to hide, and I'm not going to run away as you claim. I'm going to demolish you. But the evil guy, the coward, He was scared. He kept interrupting, and shouting. Not just interrupting. I was not shouting. He's just shouting over me, brother. You know, alhamdulillah for Islam. Alhamdulillah wa ni'mat Islam. If you have any questions, something, you're more than welcome. You know, if something was not clear or something, alhamdulillah.
Shamsi,